Welcome back to Midday. Dr. Robert Rutherford is joining us again this afternoon. Today we're talking about crowns and the difference between old crowns and the new crowns, and you can actually replace them and make them look a whole lot better. So talk to us about what this picture is and kind of the new process.
Okay, well let me just explain kind of like about crowns. In the olden days, if you had a crown, you had a gold tooth. Now, in the 1960s or so, then that all changed because they learned how to take the metal crown, but then put porcelain over it, so then it looked more like a tooth. Now, unfortunately, here's an example of a patient that has the old crowns. Now, here's a natural tooth and there's a natural tooth, but the crowns are in the back and these four in the front here. Now, this patient only let us replace the front four, and I'm going to show you before and after. But the problem with the porcelain to metal crowns is that you get this gray line around the edge. And you can see on this photo the gray line, and you can see how even just the gums look gray in between. Now we can turn to the photo of our new crowns. Nowadays, instead of having to have the metal for strength with the porcelain over it, the porcelain technology is up to the point where they can be all porcelain crowns.
Right.
And look at the difference on these front four
That's
teeth.
A huge difference.
And as I say, we didn't change the ones in the back, so it gives you a comparison.
Right.
But how pretty and natural that looks.
It looks much better. Now, what is the cost for the new types of crowns? Is there a big difference, or is it about the same?
We charge the same. I don't know what everybody else does, but we charge the same. But my goal is to do the very most beautiful, modern and pretty work that I possibly can, cosmetic dentistry.
Sure.
And so there are people who have always seen, you can see people from across the room and tell that they have crowns. And it's that gray look that you're seeing. So a porcelain veneer and a all porcelain crown nowadays can look so pretty and natural. Show the old photo one more time so that we can compare again.
Real quick, we'll try and get our graphics person to get that up if they can. You were saying a little bit earlier that it's people, not only people with new crowns or the need for new crowns, but also they could come visit you and get their old crowns replaced if they'd like this look. Just because they have the old ones doesn't mean they couldn't get the new ones if they wanted to, just for a nicer look.
Right, which is exactly what this patient did. And the fact is, that if something's 20 years old or something, maybe it's if it was 10 years old, it would be an old car.
Right.
And dentistry actually, can get old the same way.
Great. So for more information, they can give you a call if they have any other questions.
Yes, please.
All right. Dr. Rutherford, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We'll be right back on CBS 7 News at midday. Stay with us.